Welcome to From the Woodshed, where we talk about all things Maine, all things Maine cabins, and all things Maine related. Coming to you from the Kennebec Cabin Company, home of the Maine Cabin Masters in Manchester, Maine. Open year-round, stopping for live music, delicious food, and cold beverages before or after your visit to our retail location. From the Woodshed is brought to you by Nelma. See the stamp, trust quality. Hammond Lumber Company, our building materials supplier, and Benjamin Moore, the official paint and stain supplier of the Kennebec Cabin Company. Only available at locally owned stores. We're wicked excited to get started, so let's head on in. From the Woodshed, I'm Chase Morrill. With me as always, Ryan Eldridge, Maggie Morrill.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Today we are in Belgrade, Maine. We're here to talk about all things
Field
Maine,
trip.
all things cabins, and all things Maine Cabin Real Estate.
And all things Belgrade.
Yeah, for sure. You can find us at KennebeCCabinCompany.com, MaineCabinMasters.com, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Kennebec Cabin Company YouTube channel, and don't forget to check out our online store at shop.KennebecCabinCompany.com. We always want to thank our sponsors, Hammond Lumber Company, the official building materials supplier of the Kennebec Cabin Company, Nelma, Northeast Lumber Manufacturing Association, Benjamin Moore, the official paint and stain supplier of the Kennebec Cabin Company, only available at locally owned stores.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? It's so bright.
It's so
It is
bright.
So nice.
Kind of like it though.
Yeah, beautiful spot, and the fog has lifted, and the sun is actually shining.
We can watch traffic from here, Belgrade.
See the lakes.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
They might not be able to get rid of us.
Yeah, if anybody's seen our podcast studio, this is definitely a step up.
I think our producers and our helpers are getting a little, they believe in us because we struggled through last week. It was the first one in a while, and now we're moving locations, so
Taking us out in public.
bear with us through this one too.
I received a magazine article from Hammond Lumber Company about Nelma, and do you remember when they featured the Cleary Camp? Did you know that?
Mike, and I did not know that.
Nelma went there and did a bunch of photos and virtual tours. It made it into their annual meeting magazine.
Cool.
And then you can go online and look at, it's almost like the virtual tours we do on our website, but they have one of the Clear Camp. It looks beautiful.
People are very good at making us look good. Right?
Real.
I think we had the best week of weather we've had all year.
So hot. What are you talking about?
But it was beautiful out, and it wasn't
90s.
humid.
Yeah, it was awful.
In October.
It was horrible.
This is the best time of year for me.
It was wonderful.
I would take this every day.
Okay.
I'm in a better mood this week, don't you
Today's
think?
nice, but I don't
No
know.
comment.
Right? Get your vitamin D now because the days are getting darker
Yeah,
fast.
I know.
And
Now you're going
colder.
to start thinking about all those things you forgot to do.
Yeah.
Like, did you get your wood in yet?
Oh, no. I finally bush hogged my field.
I'm trying to get mine done, too. Mine was like a jungle. With the edge of my house, I had my buddy Trevor grind all up the trees so we can start bush hogging it.
Yeah.
I literally bush hogged it last fall, and Ashley hates it. She gets so mad. She wants trees everywhere. And the other day, I decided last night, and it was like a trench. Like, there was some stuff that grew 7 feet this year.
Wow.
Because it was so wet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Certain things just shoot right up in
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah. Mimi Peggy is supposed to get home today, we think. We hope.
I'm half convinced it's tomorrow.
We don't know, and she hasn't reached out, so we're just expecting to get a call.
How's
and
Dolly doing?
It's time for Dolly to go home. 3 dogs is too many.
Yeah.
So Dolly was at the job site the other day, and Trigger was there, and I keep trying to figure out oh, Trigger, there's your cousin, or is that your sister-in-law? And I did a big diagram with everyone on it, great pictures of everybody, and to me, that is Trigger's aunt, right?
Yes.
Because that's your sister.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sister-in-law.
sure.
Maybe your cousin? No, your aunt.
Oh,
Your
your
aunt.
aunt, yeah.
Your aunt, too.
And I don't know if it was our sister-in-law or our own dog, but one of the chairs in our living room is destroyed.
Oh,
Like the entire side has been torn off. All the fuzz is gone. It's down to like
So bad.
wood and cardboard.
It's
I mean, I'm
awful.
not a detective or anything, but the dog that lives in the house probably would have done that by now. They've been living there for that long, but
I
maybe
think it's
never.
I think getting those two together,
Yeah, they were like partners.
frickin' frack.
Where was Nori?
She was out
That's cool.
picking up apples today.
Yep.
It was day of caring or day of community service.
Oh, nice.
Eva was at Camp KV, doing projects in the new
room?
arts and crafts building.
Cool. And
Yeah.
then you went on a field trip today.
Yep, I drove Maggie's advisory group down to Portland today.
Did you guys have fun?
I mean, it was pretty fun.
What'd you guys do?
We went bowling, we played laser tag, and then we went to Chick-fil-A, and then we went home.
You headed to Chick-fil-A.
I think that's the real reason they went to Portland.
Did you guys go to Bayside Bowl?
No, we went to whatever spare time.
Spare time?
But they could have bowled in Augusta. They could have
Right.
done laser tag around Augusta, but you can't get Chick-fil-A.
I had no part in this plan, so.
I don't think. I mean, I don't get it. Do you think it's that great?
I love it.
I mean, I like it, but do you get cheese on yours?
I got the spicy crispy deluxe.
How do you have yours?
I don't eat chicken. I just had French fries.
Oh yeah, you're darn vegetarian.
Yeah, she had nothing to do with the
I don't
choice.
know against vegetarians. I was vegetarian once. But
But it was so busy.
crazy.
3 lines of drive-throughs.
It's only because there's only one in the Maine.
There's 2.
There's one in Bangor too.
Okay, well, they're both far. Like,
Yeah.
We went to the one in Bangor, didn't we?
Yeah.
I gotta give another chance. I would like a is it hot Nashville? What's the one we went to?
Nashville
Vegas?
hot?
Those are pretty good.
Oh yeah, some waffle. Yeah, fried chicken and waffles.
Okay.
Chicken on the
More
range.
talk about food. Yeah, I don't know much
No,
about
don't go
Chick-fil-A.
down that road.
You know, but people love it. That's all I know.
It's good food.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery surrounding it. All I know is the chicken's okay. So.
Yeah, but Portland was busy.
Yeah.
Traffic, people everywhere.
Well, I dodged a bullet today. I thought I had to go talk in front of 850 kids
Yeah.
at Reed and Reed. Because your dad and I go. They have it. Reed and Reed does like what EJP does, and a lot of these main companies now that they have their own like college, which is cool. Like if you want to get in the trades,
Right.
you can come into them. You don't even have to be a kid. I mean, you can be. When we went, there was some older people.
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
careers. And we went and talked to them, just met them and said, great job. I look forward to your career. But then I got something today, a couple days ago. I was like, I thought I was going to the same thing we were going. And then Jen told me, there's 850 students in West Bath. I was like, oh. Dixie and Jen, I had a funeral. You guys are on a field trip. But I had psyched myself up to do it. And see, I did the right thing. I didn't have to go.
Where was your lovely wife?
She has an interview or something. She did go for a walk with me this morning at 6 o'clock
Wow.
A.M.?
a.m.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And maybe because I got her one of those. Remember the cappuccino machine we got in Greece, the one she loved?
Yeah.
We finally went and got one the other day.
Sarah, that's what Sarah has.
She won't do it again. I guarantee she won't go for a walk again. Well, anyways, we got to take a short break. Check out this video, and here we're going to go on some food trips, field trips. We're going on some trips.
Great.
we'll see
Here in
what
Belgrade,
happens.
Maine.
Visit your friends from Maine Cabin Masters at Lakepoint Real Estate.
If you're looking for a camp, a tear down, a fixer-upper, or a piece of land, we're happy to help.
Check out their website, and we have all your waterfront, cabin, camp, house, turnkey needs covered. BelgradeLakepoint.com.
All right, and we are back with our guests today, Trish and Stephanie from Lakepoint Real Estate. We are in Belgrade Lakes, so we are on your home turf. How's everything going?
Good. Nice to see you guys again. Welcome to our turf.
Yeah, thanks for having us here.
Nice to see you guys. Before we get too far, today's segment. This is we got a nice new refrigerator now, and we have a red plastic bag. Today's segment
fancy.
brought to us by Funky Bow.
Ooh. There you go.
Funny
You might
story
have
about
your
Funky
license,
Bow,
but I'm
when
not
I was
sure
a
you're old
bartender.
enough.
No.
In Germany, she could be.
Oh,
We learned that last year. They have the coolest tap handles. You ever see them?
Yeah.
They're all carved out in like the bows of instruments or the necks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But it's really dark, good beer, and they have a cool brew pub in Western
Well,
Maine.
thank you, Funky
Yes,
Bow.
thank you.
Beautiful.
And what do you guys think about the new pint glasses we just got?
They're
Those are really
nice.
cool.
It's kind of weird
Very
taking a drink and looking at
fancy.
yourself.
Look at your own face.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah, drink down to your chin.
And I just gotta say, we're having fun, but shout out to the production team. Like that's a lot doing something like this
You guys are amazing.
out here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cheers.
They let you
Cheers.
out
Cheers.
of the woodshed.
They
Yeah.
did. Cheers to that, for sure.
Yeah, it's really foamy. Yep.
So
Cheers.
what's going on in the Belgrade Lakes region these
See, he
days?
doesn't care.
Yeah, so you guys got out of the Cobbessy watershed. You're over into the Belgrade watershed. So, yeah, we had some great weather.
Finally.
We'll take this. It's
Absolutely.
been a
I'm sorry
rainy
you
summer.
don't like it, but we love it.
Yeah, I just don't like the hot.
Oh,
fall.
hotter the
Yeah.
better.
No.
Yeah. It's pretty humid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we're
So, Seven Lakes Alliance,
Yep, so that's our watershed association.
Belgrade Lakes Watershed. We do have a cheat sheet in front of us.
These are the 7 lakes. So we have East, North, Great, Long, Messalonsky, also Snow, and then McGraw and Salmon Lake.
Should be McGrath. It's not spelled right.
McGrath,
No, I'm just kidding.
but it's McGraw. That's what the locals call
And
it.
these all feed into the Kennebec through
They
Oakland?
they all drain into Messalonsky and down to the Kennebec River and down to Merry Meeting Bay.
See, I'm learning so much.
Everything
already.
goes through Augusta Gardner.
It meets up with your watershed
Yeah,
in West
yeah.
Canada. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so,
So I was thinking about you guys at Lakepoint today because on the news this morning it said we need 80,000 single-family homes by 2030. That's just a big indicator of how crazy things are, huh?
yeah, we do not have enough units or shelters. Can't build them fast enough. And a lot of our housing stock is really old. So, yeah, it's true. There's a real need for affordable housing in Maine.
Yes.
True. Yeah.
And driving over here, going all the back roads, it seemed like there's a lot more for sale signs popping up. Is that a general, I enjoy doing these check-ins because, things really do change over a year. What is the state of the real estate market in Maine right now?
I mean, the COVID kind of bidding wars and frenzy is a little behind us now. The typical seasonality of the market's coming back in. So spring is usually the hot season to list, and in the fall, buyers can get a deal. So or try to get a deal. But the fact is, there's just not enough housing. So
It's a seller's market.
it still is a seller's
Even
market.
though buyers think it's a buyer's market right now, it is definitely still a seller's market.
Yeah.
Well, you want them to
low
think that,
inventory.
right?
There's just low inventory. Interest rates are really high,
Yeah.
which is hurting a lot of people. But you can still pull a 30-year mortgage, and then when the rates come back down, you refinance. Yep. So that's what we're helping. Half of my deals right now are still financed. Still have a lot of cash buyers, but if you work with a local lender, they'll help you get into a house.
And to you young kids out there, mortgage rates are very important. Like you don't realize what a percentage point can do.
You do. I have clients
yeah,
that
I mean, it's a
are
lot.
young,
Yep.
that are looking to buy, and
Yep.
because of the rates, the limit that they were at put $350 a month on their mortgage payment because of the rates.
Yeah.
Just going at the 7.5, and they don't have another $350 a month
Yep.
to put into a mortgage
Yep.
when they were barely being able to think they could afford one
Right.
before.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you advise somebody like that?
Wait.
Oh, really?
Or
Younger,
Yeah.
younger. They it's either that or take your savings, and you're gonna have to put it in refinance when it goes down. But I have a really good friend, and I've told her to wait.
Or
She
you can
just-
pivot. You can
Yeah.
buy land, and maybe you build the garage with an apartment over top, put the infrastructure in the ground like your septic and well, and then long term build the house out.
Right.
So that's some of my clients I'm pivoting, and we're trying to at least find a piece of land so they can put some roots down, get a roof overhead, and then plan longer term, have a longer game plan.
And I feel like I'm starting to see that too, driving down some of these back roads where they're starting to be cut up and put in the market for lots.
Yep.
So do you see a lot more of that happening so you can send people that way, or is it?
So there's certain rules around subdivisions. You
Yeah.
can subdivide. You can every 5 years you can take a piece of your parcel, and as long as it meets the ordinances. But
Every 5 years?
Every 5
Shed road
years,
frontage.
yeah. But there is an effort at the state level to help address the issue with what's called ADUs, or affordable affordable housing units. Oh no, it's
Accessory dwelling
accessory
unit, yeah.
dwelling units. And so that's going to be implemented. They pushed it
It was
back.
supposed to be this
It was
July,
supposed to be. It's going to be next July. And the idea being that it'll change the ordinance from a single family household on any lot to allowing a second dwelling. So an adult. A parent could live with you, an adult child could live with you, or you could rent that out to help supplement
Yeah,
your
that could be
income.
You can't divide it,
No,
but you
no.
can still have
Put
a
a tiny
second
home
unit
on
on
it.
it.
Right.
Second kitchen, second dwelling, as long as your wastewater and you've got enough
You've got room
septic,
for-
you've
yeah.
got enough well water. Yeah. So
And-
that is an effort.
And that will supersede all rules because sometimes town rules can supersede state rules.
The
but
town can supersede this.
Yeah, but
They
So
can
can
make
a
their own
town
ordinance.
still overvote that? Is that even
Yeah.
if they pass as a state law?
Yes.
yeah, they have to create some type of plan. So stay tuned on your local level with your state planning boards.
We may have
And
learned that the hard way a couple
every
times.
town's going to be a little bit different. I just pay
nothing new.
attention. yeah.
And town law is more
The
strict than
final
state
law.
law.
They
Yeah.
can be. Yes.
They can be more restrictive.
They can't be less.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Rules.
Rules,
And that's not stuff they teach you in
Rules,
school
rules.
either.
Nope. You learn as you go.
Right?
Gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
they try to teach you rules, but just not those.
How's your camp project going?
It's coming. We've got it all gutted. We've evicted all of the critters. It's in the airing out phase, so now the smell of pine is overtaking the smell of animals.
Nice.
I
Nice.
brought Chase down
Yeah.
to see if you
Yeah.
give us an overview. Remember, it was like
it's
a
really
couple miles in down that huge
long,
valley.
long little road all the way down to the waterfront, and we've got a really cool boathouse and a really
you're
cool.
on-
I'm on Parker Pond, so
So
we're over
yeah.
in the 30-mile watershed.
Parker Pond.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've been
A little story about that is that we didn't know it. We both put offers in on that same
we bid
property
against each other
and didn't know it.
And you're still friends.
And when we found out, we walked away because we wanted Trish to have it.
Yeah.
Aw.
And you bought a place on Great
We did.
Pond.
We ended
Yeah.
up
So it
getting
all
one
worked
great.
out.
Yeah, it worked out. And I might get Adam to help me with some of the work.
I just thought it was so crazy that Jewett Brothers got down in there and jacked it and
Yeah.
all that concrete down. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a steep hill, but what a
It is
special.
really steep.
It's a
special piece of
very.
property.
I walked into that. It was nice.
Yes, it's a cool little spot. So it's in the works. It's
Didn't
in
wash
the
away the summer.
It did not wash away. It's still there. We were there this weekend doing an invasive plant patrol. So we
She
kind of
sleeps in a hammock.
you have to because the camp smells.
She sleeps in a hammock
Yeah.
outside.
We
you
camp
sleep
there.
you sleep in a hammock
Yeah, I
outside?
don't sleep in it. It's not ready. It's not fit.
She
No.
Wow.
sleeps in a hammock
We have a
outside.
picnic table, a solo stove. We got everything we need. We camp there.
Yeah.
There's an
Impressive.
See,
outhouse.
that's why she needed it, not me.
You're coming.
I would have not slept in a hammock outside.
So I got a question about your clientele. 'Cause you guys are in you're very well known. You guys are well known. You're in a high visibility location.
Mm-hmm.
You're right on 27. You got people going to Sugarloaf, Canada, all over the place. What's your demographic for your customers? Is it Mainers, out of staters, 50?
I would say half are state. I mostly work with buyers, and half of
Right.
mine are Mainers.
Yeah.
The other, I'd say, quarter are from New England. And then after that, it would be Florida, California, Texas.
Because it's so hot in the summer.
Yeah, Ohio. I just closed.
Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got a couple Texans now too.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and most people have a connection to Maine. They went to a camp here in Maine. They grew up or
They
spent
could have
time
grew up
here.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, have family in Maine, and this is a lifelong dream that they wanted to come back here and have some type of piece of the lake life. So we mostly do waterfront, and so they're looking a lot of, I work with some younger folks that they're wanting their children to be able to grow up at a camp. And then we have some folks that are, they're buying a second home, they're about to retire, and then they'll sell their main house and really kind of live here long term, and it's internet. Internet opened everything.
The fiber optic. Yeah.
Fiber, yep, being able to work from home, it really it drove a lot of people here. Yep.
So has the price of waterfront homes kind of stabilized, or is it still?
I think a little bit, but I think because we're also going into winter, I think it could change come spring.
Yeah.
There's still lack of inventory,
Right,
huge
right,
lack
right,
of inventory. So if they're looking, and there's a lot of the sellers are still looking at what so and so got last year or the year before. I want that too.
Yeah. I guess would a $300,000 property, would a $300 property from a year ago still be comparable to today?
Yes,
Yes.
because of lack of inventory.
Yep.
Really?
The
Yeah.
ones that move the fastest for the most money are the turnkey ones, because you can't get a contractor. You can't find somebody to do
Gotcha.
work.
Oh, we've been
So-
trying forever.
Yeah. So that's the ones that are fixer-uppers, the ones
Yep.
that you guys do. They sit on market a little longer unless they're priced right.
Sure.
The ones
Sure.
that come onto market that are turnkey, ready to move in, you've got multiple buyers because you can't find a contractor. You got to wait a year before you can really get major work done.
So you got to be patient. If you see the property, you're like,
Yes.
buy it, and then
Yep.
you might have to wait for a while.
Yep.
But what a good time to start learning.
Well, and
On
that's
your own,
why
you
your clients walked away from the one we bought
Yep.
because they couldn't get a contractor
couldn't
to
line it up.
Line it up, whereas
You
that's what we do.
are married to a contractor, so
right?
you got it.
And we
Yep.
got in there and in 2 months had it completely refurbished and ready to go.
Interesting.
Yep.
Maine's still hot, and what I'm reading is that Maine's going to slow a lot. The market will slow a lot. It's going to slow down a lot slower than the rest of the country. It will take a couple of years behind it.
I think for a long time, real estate here was undervalued.
Yeah.
Yep. It's got a good quality life. We
I
don't
don't think
have
we're going to slow down. People still want to come
They
here.
want to come here. Yep.
It's nice here.
That TV show you guys are affiliated doesn't help either. Makes this place popular.
Whoa.
Let's just talk about the elephant in the room.
Whoa.
Maine was getting pod before.
Very
way more.
confident over there.
COVID pushed Maine to be more wanting it, and then the climate change, like the clients I have in Texas and Florida that don't want to be, they go from AC to AC to AC and want to just come here, even if it's just for the summer.
Do you still have a lot of people moving here year round?
School's packed. If that means anything, our school is busy.
That's great.
We lost a few after COVID because people went back to having to actually go to work.
Yeah.
And not work from home. So once offices opened up, we lost a few children, but we still find there's still a lot of people looking for those residential houses, and if they're priced right, they will sell. They don't last long.
I'm wondering if like after 4 or 5, everyone's gung ho to get here, but after 4 or 5 winters, you're gonna know.
I always
It's
like
gonna
the
take a
clients
couple,
that
right?
are like, I have to have year round. I want to spend winter, Christmas here with my family. I'm like, oh yeah, you'll do that once.
Oh,
Ryan.
oh, that is a faux pas. Oh.
Wow.
Still getting the groove of things.
No excuses.
I'll buy the next round. But yeah, it'll be interesting because and the weather is so different now. Just Christmas this year could be different from Christmas last.
Right.
There's nothing set in stone anymore.
We haven't had.
Last year wasn't that bad. It was cold, but we didn't have a whole lot of snow.
I'm ready for a snowy, cold
I think
winter.
we're due.
You can
I
have
mean,
it.
if you look at all the trees with berries, they are loaded. The hornet's nests are high. I think that.
I think
seen
you
all the
need
pine
to just go to
cones?
Sugarloaf
All the
and
pine
leave us
cones.
alone down here in Belgrade.
I'm hoping
You can go up to your
Nor'easters,
skiing and you
all
have
this
all the
rain.
snow you want. Just
Could be
stay
snow.
out of Belgrade.
But the pine cones, if you look at the top of a pine tree, they're crazy. And the acorns are
Yeah.
like
those are
deathly.
all signs. The old
Or it
folks.
could just be from all the rain this summer.
Exactly. Let's
Right?
go with that, please.
How many? There's so many of those indicators. The nests.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
believe in
and
those
then-
old ones.
But because the caterpillars,
Oh,
I
not
would-
the caterpillars.
Really bad.
That is not a scientific theory.
You're right.
Not a
Neither
scientific.
nor is the bee's nest and how high they are.
I saw one the other day that was like red and the whole tail was black. I mean, the whole production company chasing around. They're all different.
Yeah, there's going to be a nor'easter on January 28th. It's happening.
Do you believe in the Farmer's Almanac?
Yes.
No.
All right, we're gonna write this down. We're gonna revisit this conversation in 6
Put money
months.
on it.
Right?
Yeah, at next spring we can talk about it.
Right?
We'll be back.
So how do you find the most people? Are they still reaching out to you just word of mouth, like online? What's the best way and what's the most common way people get in touch with you guys?
Usually through our website.
Yep.
We get a lot of leads from you guys. So when you guys go to air, when's your first episode that's coming
Oh, a
up?
couple weeks,
Yeah,
yeah.
so when you guys go to air, a lot of
Might even be
traffic comes through
tonight.
the website.
It's not tonight.
Well, no, I was just trying to do the math.
Usually
I was trying to do the math. of how to
Jesus.
write.
Oh, wait.
I could look like a hero.
What day is it?
It's the 5th.
This is gonna air it, but yeah,
Oh,
TV
yes,
times
that's
all.
true.
Like,
Yeah, no, that's true. 'cause
Right,
this
right,
looks
coming
right,
right up.
right.
Yeah, so
No, this airs on the 16th.
Okay.
So next week.
A few days away.
Yeah,
A few
next
days
week,
away.
next week.
A
Yeah.
week from today.
11.
Yeah.
exciting.
No, Dan does a lot of social media. We're actually doing a big ad campaign in Portland Press Herald and Boston Globe.
We
work
send a lot of postcards.
We send a lot. Oh, I wrote all people on Cobbessy the other day. 880 waterfront owners are going to get a postcard from me. We do a lot of solicitations, trying to get listings, and then for buyers, we get them through our website, through our partners with you guys, and a lot of social media and Google.
and referrals.
And referrals, yep, that's
Nice.
true.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
those of you listening who don't know, you can go to our website and there's a partnership right there.
Yep.
Check out all the listings you guys have and
Yep. I'm always happy to help.
fantastic.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, thank you guys for your time. Are you guys coming on the field trip with us?
We are. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna
And,
go
and
date.
where's
Going to
Mr. Dan?
Days.
Is Dan
Yeah.
coming?
Dan's coming.
All
I
right.
think Dan's gonna come.
He's
I'm
coming.
coming.
Oh,
Excellent.
perfect.
There he is.
Yeah. And the sun came out. Thanks for bringing the sun.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it was foggy this morning.
My photo shoot did not go well this morning.
Well, thank you guys so much. Let's take a short little break. We'll get our backpacks and we'll head across to Day's store.
Sun.
Painters love this moment. And while it might not look it, this moment too.
You in the right spot?
I think so.
All right, we're at Day's store. We're going to see our friend Melissa and Gary. Oh, there she is back there. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, you guys want to make some pizzas?
Okay. I need to wash my hands first, obviously. Okay, I need any advice. You gotta work in a restaurant, I feel like. Ready? Yeah. We're all clean and we are ready for you.
Perfect. I'll sauce and you can cheese.
What are these shenanigans?
Well,
Surprise.
They can put the toppings
Well,
on.
so when I think of Day's store, I think of fudge.
Do you?
Yeah. So can we get paid with a piece of fudge if we do a good job?
Of course. Yes.
I think of stale bread.
What?
What? We used to drive through here on the way to Clearwater, and we always would stop in here, get stale bread, and go across the street and feed the ducks. Like, that was part of the routine.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been here for so long.
Yeah, we have. So
How
my
long?
great-grandparents started the store in 1958.
Really?
Yeah, my husband and I are the fourth generation.
Congratulations.
Wow, that's awesome.
I can work and talk with him. Are we in the weeds yet?
Go for it. We're not in the weeds.
Now, are you open year-round?
So we're not. We open in the middle of April till our last day this year is November 10th.
Oh, wow.
You guys have
Yeah.
seen all winter and
We hope to. Yeah. We're in a 200-year-old building, so we have a lot of repairs and maintenance to do this winter. So that's our project. But we're gonna ski for sure.
we have family-run businesses, and we know it takes a village and a family to run that.
Yeah, it does.
You used to work here when you were little.
Yeah, I did. We always chuckled. My first job I can ever remember as a kid is I used to get paid to glue our logo
Did you do a
on
good job?
Jim's and Jelly Jars. And I was probably
Right?
All right, what's the next one again?
that one's just cheese. They can go in the oven. Opening's gonna get
Maggie, get in here. Shy.
Barbecue it up, Maggie.
You can just
You
like
can
this,
say you've been a professional.
the whole thing. You're not gonna do too much.
And then does she spread it with like a sniper?
No, we actually just leave it. Once it heats up, it evens out quickly. Keep going. Keep going, boy. Oh yeah.
So how was your year? It's been a
Our
tough
year
year with
was
the weather,
good.
but
Weather's been tough, as you guys know too. A lot of wet days, but the nice days, everybody came by boat, so that was great.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys are on Long Pond, right?
Yeah, so we sit on Long Pond, but we have access on Great Pond as well, so people can come to us and get groceries and all of their goods by 2 lakes, Belgrade.
And no matter the weather, people always have to eat.
Yes,
Right.
I do.
Cheese?
Cheese.
And Belgrade has the mail boat. Is that what's right, or is that?
I think
Yeah.
so. That's a long-running,
Tradition.
historical tradition. Yeah, and I think they still run it. Not this time of year, but I know that we get asked about it all the time.
Onion that. Awesome.
So our barbecue chicken pizza has bacon, onions, and barbecue sauce.
Nice.
What's your favorite pizza?
Greek.
Oh, nice. Maggie?
What's your favorite?
Cheese.
Oh, I love it. A good cheese
Chase, what's
pizza.
yours?
I say Hawaiian.
Awesome. The Pat's pizza people.
How's you doing?
Yeah, he's all right. Perfect.
All right.
Ready
And
to
the other
go?
we go. Well, thank you guys for stopping by.
Hey, thank you guys for helping out.
We'll find you guys right on the internet. Get all your numbers and call in.
Yep. Facebook is where we do most of our marketing. So, yeah, we have run specials, deals, everything's online.
Awesome.
Come see us.
Hi, my name is Ashley Morrill. I am the co-owner of Kennebec Cabin Company, home of the Maine Cabin Masters. We really wanted to be able to connect with our fan base, and we wanted to find a space where we could go and feature all of the artists and craftsmen that I discover through the show. If you see something maybe in one of the episodes of Maine Cabin Masters, you can come into the store and whoop, there it is. We've got a little bit of everything for everybody, and then some. This is our lighting section. You have these beautiful handmade lampshades. I think every camp needs a hammock. I say that a lot. I think I say it on every episode that every camp needs a hammock. So when you first walk in, one of the first things you might recognize is the canoe bookshelf. One of the first projects that Chase and I built together. The little onesies, love those. Those are my favorite, might be my favorite item. The beautiful art by Helene Farrar. She actually is our neighbor next door. We're getting new pieces in weekly. Fastest items to always go are these bat boxes. They can house up to 100 bats, but you probably already knew that if you watched the show. We've got all the pictures of all the cabins that we've done hanging on the walls. We have all the artists and craftsmen that I've worked with throughout the shop. You just really feel like you are, right here with us. So come on in and visit us. We are at 915 Western Ave in beautiful Manchester, Maine, or you can also find us online at KennebeCCabinCompany.com. We look forward to seeing you.
Man, from one beautiful spot to another.
Belgrade is the best spot.
One of the best places. I don't know.
Belgrade Lakes, it sure is. There's no place like it.
So how long has this course been here?
Next year, we'll celebrate our 25th season.
25th season.
Doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't. I remember driving by, watching it being built when I was.
Reese was like 4.
Water.
Yeah. But no, it never imagined it'd end up like it did either. It's just a very unique place. People from all over the world come here.
Yeah.
All over the world.
All over the world.
I know our production company comes and other guys, and it's not easy getting here. Like, we know somebody, we send them off, and it makes their day to come here and, play around and stuff.
It's 360 degrees. You can see Mount Washington from the hill and on the right kind of day. And, the lakes are beautiful. So.
And you get to play golf here, too.
True.
Even better.
Right.
So it's an 18-hole course.
Yes.
And who designed it?
Clive Clark, a real great guy from Europe. He's got 30 courses around the world. And this is his first course in the United States. And he was the right guy for the job. We had architects from all over the world wanting to do this job because the piece of property was so special. And one of the most special thing about it is there's no real estate out here. Most golf courses, they build house lots and then build the golf course in the least desirable land. We use the best land to build the golf course. And like the top of the hill where the putting green is, that'd be 4 house lots in any other development.
Right.
So no, it's a unique golf course. There's nothing like it in anywhere. We play music out front, and you can bring your dog, and you can walk, you can ride.
Yeah. So we're not. Most of our crew's not known as the most athletic type. At least you or I aren't.
I think
Jedi.
Yeah, you can basically just say that about us too. Brad's pretty athletic.
Yeah, true.
Dixie will surprise you.
Yeah.
So, Ashley was a golfer. Probably better than both of us.
Yeah. I know, that's for sure.
Yeah. So how long were these buildings always here?
Yes, they were. 1972 double wide trailer right there.
Really?
Yep. And then he built the tower, and then he built another tower, then he built the garage, then he joined the garage to the building. It's a unique place. Yeah. Back in the day, it was called Smith Hill when they had the old hotel down in town, and there wasn't a tree in Belgrade back in early 1900s. Yeah. And you could look right down here, right down to the hotel and the lakes, and it was beautiful. And the guy who owned it had vision. He really had plans for the property, and he loved Belgrade Lakes.
So how many golfers do you guys see in a typical year?
Well, anywhere between 12 to 14,000.
Huh.
That's a lot.
But,
yeah, but not that much. A lot of golf courses do a lot more than that, but we do 15-minute tee times, a little bit different. We don't have rangers yelling at you to hurry up. It's a different vibe out here for sure.
And you guys have been bringing people in, like you said, from all over the world that stay locally,
Yep.
bring money in the economy.
Yep. They rent new places on the lake. Airbnb has changed the world. And
now, you got any golf questions?
I know less about golf than I do about like cabins, so no.
So we know nothing.
Nothing.
Perfect. Well,
I bet we can get you a lesson out here. Did you play golf before you started to manage the course, or did you get it from?
yeah, I started working at a golf course when I was 14 years old. And, I mowed greens, I cleaned bathrooms, I did it all. And I think every summer for 50 years I worked on a golf course.
What's your biggest challenge managing this place?
Labor, people. I've got some great ones.
Yep.
I've got people with me for 40 years. Other golf courses that came with me to work here, and I got some real loyal people. That's why we've been so successful. And without them, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here. But just finding the young people to work now is a struggle. It's not easy.
And do you see a lot of young people golfing?
Yes.
Like Maggie goes to Marina Cook High School, and she thinks they're going to win the states again this year.
Well, no, golf is booming for the young people. COVID's been a great help.
Oh, yeah.
COVID was.
Yeah.
People didn't play Little League. They didn't do anything for a couple of years. And
Right.
it brought people back to the game, and it's a game of a lifetime. Got a lot of life lessons in there.
You brought up labor, and I look over, and your son's sitting next to you, and like we know, having a family business, especially in Maine, you need all the help you can get.
Yeah, you do. And if it wasn't for the family, I couldn't make it. You know what I mean? My wife works here and makes a huge difference with keeping track of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right, especially being seasoned.
Exactly. Seasonal business is hard.
Yeah. I think you do the best of it, though. We see you on the hill a lot.
Yeah.
Ski and golf go pretty hand.
Oh, it works perfect together in my book. But
this is one of those places, though, even on a bad weather day, you want to come. You don't want to miss your experience here.
Yeah, bad day golf is a bad day, or
There you go.
So even on rainy days, we get some business.
and you get sunrise and sunsets.
Oh, cool.
And how's it been with all that smoke from Canada?
It hasn't affected us too bad.
No.
We got lucky, I think.
How was the rain this summer? How did that?
I don't know. It was 27 days out of 30
right?
in June. But that happens.
Yeah.
In this business, not every day is going to be great.
Yeah.
But in Belgrade, most days are.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's a good slogan.
In Belgrade, most days.
Belgrade, all days.
It's always beautiful in Belgrade Lakes.
So what's your favorite hole?
Mine's 16, probably. It's the only hole where there was dirt. We built the place. There's an old farm. There's a nice stone wall. There's an old maple tree that's still there that you couldn't plant a tree to replace that.
Yeah.
And the architect just did a wonderful job making it fit in. And a lot of architects, they take the tree down and plant a tree they wanted.
Yeah.
He just worked with what was there. Left the old stone wall, left the tree, and just worked everything around it. We dug a pond in front of for that hole that built the putting green and the parking lots, and
with all that,
with all the fill, exactly.
Yeah, you look out, it's just
it is. I just find it fascinating to how you would even go about building this. We're working on cabins where you're changing the terrain, building these massive
the lakes when we started. The trees were growing up so high, you really couldn't see unless you really looked.
At any point were you looking at plans being like, we can't do that?
Every morning. I threw up for 30 straight days. Oh, I didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring. People, guys are yelling at you. You're pushing easier dirt than me. How come I got to do this? And so it was a real struggle. I'd never been involved with anything like that before.
Yeah.
And we buried more rock than you see.
Right.
So no dynamite was used here. This is a glacier churned these rocks up.
Really?
So speaking of my favorite hole, mine would have to be the 19th. You know what that is, man?
No.
Where we are right now.
Don't you?
Food, beverage, restaurant, just socializing. You guys offer all that, correct?
Yes, we do. Great lobster BLT. It's nothing better.
It's famous lobster BLT. Yeah.
Featured in Golf Digest.
Wow. When's the restaurant open?
As soon as the first tee time is, so 8 o'clock this time of year, 7 in the middle of summer. Last winter we redid the decks, so it's more comfortable for people. Anybody's welcome up here. Big push to, for public to come up for lunch or cocktails in the afternoon.
It's a great place to people watch.
It is.
Right? It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Right.
Heckling you guys on.
Yeah, great place to heckle people.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a great day. Great afternoon in Belgrade.
I like field trips rather than answer questions.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you to Lakepoint. Thank you to Days. Thank you to Belgrade Golf Course. Thank you to our sponsors, Hammond Lumber Company, Nelma, Benjamin Moore, and From the Woodshed. We'll be talking to you. From the Woodshed is brought to you by Nelma. See the stamp, trust quality. Hammond Lumber Company, our building materials supplier, and Benjamin Moore, the official paint and stain supplier of the Kennebec Cabin Company. Only available at locally owned stores. We're wicked excited to get started, so let's head on in.